There's a name you've seen, but never really looked at. It's on your pension, your mortgage, your government's bailout, even the air you breathe when a war begins. It doesn't sell you a product. It owns the world around the product. In boardrooms and back channels, it moves trillions, silently, deciding who builds, who falls, and who gets to recover. This isn't a company in the usual sense. It's the quiet heartbeat of modern capitalism, hidden behind polite reports and glowing stock tickers. Its name is BlackRock. The world's largest asset manager, controls over $12 trillion. Critics call it the largest shadow bank on Earth, an entity with unprecedented influence, touching everything from your pension to the price of groceries. But what does $12 trillion really mean? It's more than 3/4 of the US economy, a sum that boggles the mind. BlackRock is one of the big three of finance. Silent masters who together own pieces of 88% of all S&P 500 companies. This concentration of power has been called a shareholder oligarchy, a near monopoly, where corporate decisions are guided by a few unseen hands. At the heart of this empire is Aladdin, not a genie in a lamp, but a software platform so powerful it runs the central nervous system of global markets. Aladdin oversees over $21 trillion in assets for 240 clients, threading them together in a web of connections. It's as if the world's finances have one beating heart and one operator. Yet BlackRock operates under a clever disguise, a passive investor. Despite owning stakes in dozens of companies, it avoided the too big to fail label through fierce lobbying. Each year, it ticks a box. Yes, still passive. No strict oversight. No real competition. BlackRock rides shotgun with governments in crises. In 2008, Larry Fink's team was handpicked by Washington to untangle toxic assets and bail out banks. In 2020, during the pandemic, they ran the Fed's bond buying programs. The same firm, trusted to rescue markets it helped dominate. Is it coincidence or a carefully woven network of power? Many say it's the latter. Critics note the revolving door, former regulators now at BlackRock alumni writing the rules. Who really writes the playbook here? Long-term, BlackRock seems to be playing a grand game of universal ownership. Through index funds and ETFs, they own bits of almost every industry, even competing companies. This creates a neo-monopoly where companies don't need to fight. The profits flow to the same owners no matter what. A quiet takeover with no mergers needed. Infrastructure is the crown jewel. A $70 trillion game plan to control world infrastructure is unfolding. Airports, pipelines, water systems. Monopoly is lucrative when people can't opt out. Airports and power grids become steady cash machines. BlackRock's recent acquisitions snapped up giants of bridges and roads. In this realm, conflict is currency. Whether nations build up or break down, BlackRock profits. They speak of sustainability, but critics call it a dangerous placebo. CEO Larry Fink promises climate stewardship, even as BlackRock invests billions in coal and buys from authoritarian regimes. Is it hypocrisy? One executive famously said ESG is just American Wall Street BS. Another calls BlackRock's China venture a tragic mistake. They even funded companies linked to human rights abuses. In the end, what do we have? A concentrated empire of capital, veiled in normalcy but pulsing with hidden power. This system benefits the few, often at the expense of many. It's a quiet drama playing out in pension plans and mutual funds, the people's money channeled by a distant elite. So we must ask, Who really holds the power? The visible government or the invisible BlackRock? Each time markets rise or fall, whose hand steers the wheel? In a world where billions change hands at the speed of light, we face a choice: remain unaware or wake up and reclaim our share of the future.